to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as we get set for a pretty hotly anticipated Major League debut on the mound, Dan.
Yeah, you know what, Matt? This organization's been waiting for this guy for a long time. It'll be interesting to see early on if he's affected by any nerves. You never know what kind of start you're going to get from a guy in his debut, but from the word we've heard, this guy pounds the strike zone, and if he does that, his stuff should take care of it.
The Redbirds have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Kwang Young Kim will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Play. Thomas.
Yeah, we got no outs.
Now here's the first offering. Lane Thomas is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
First pitch on its way. Nick Dunn at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. A dozen home runs and 32 driven in. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Weakly hit to third. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Tyson Randolph. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Hey, let her rip. Quick time.
Hey, let it fly.
First offering on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Fouled away.
Hey, drive it. Here we go.
And a swing and a miss here, and that's about what you'd expect from a pitcher, I suppose. There are 2 away. So he comes up empty in his first major league at-bat. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung.
Hey, Matty, they need to get...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung. Number 17 for him on the season. And with it, the Redbirds have made this a 2-1 game.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Batting fifth.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Randolph, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Tyler O'Neill comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Randolph is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Well, listen, this is the much-anticipated debut, and they're not making it easy for him as he's making his debut on the road, but that must tell you what the organization or what that manager feels about this young pitcher. If they feel confident enough to run him out there on the road in his debut, that tells you they really like this guy.
1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
On to first, and there are two down. Digging in will be Zach Collins. Potential tying run for him at third base. Pulls this one into the air out into right field.
Got it.
Pache finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run, this is now a one-run game. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Braves 2 and the Cardinals 1. So now here is Tyson Randolph. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Don't want to forget about him. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself. And
we'll have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Atlanta leads it 4-1. So here is Kwang Young Kim as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Lane Thomas now.
Now batting.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, 1 out here. We got 1.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Swing and he pops him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
So he got him swinging. Lane Thomas becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. In now, Nick Dunn.
Number 7.
And a ball 1-0. Struck out in his first at-bat. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The third baseman.
Ball 1.
Nolan Arenado.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Now here's the pitch.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
3-1 to him now. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. The 3-2 pitch.
Hey, just you and him. Get him yourself.
Fouled off. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Just hung in there on that one. Right side. Albies scoops it up in time to first, and there are 2 away. Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. A ball and no strikes.
Goldschmidt.
1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors to this point for the Cardinals. That's wide, 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now another 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. Braves lead this one 4-1. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Tyler O'Neill.
The left fielder.
In there, strike 1.
O'Neill.
Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Ready now is Dylan Carlson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and a strike to count. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Now that
He's set. Here it comes. Zach Collins will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Back up the middle. Iglesias is there. Over to Albies. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Braves 4 and the Cardinals 1. So now to the plate, Tyson Randolph. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Hey, see it, grind it like you can. Let's go.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Wait for your pitch up there.
The 2-2. This one's down to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Stepping up is Ryan Helsley. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, he might have something.
Lane Thomas is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he fouls this one off. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Nick Dunn, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Thomas, base runner at first with 1 out. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Fielded cleanly to Iglesias for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. And that's in there for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
A runner on first with 2 away. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 4 and the Cardinals 1. Next, it'll be Tyson Randolph, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Randolph.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Drive that pitch. Here you go.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. Man, that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Diego Castillo will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Atlanta took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Tyson Randolph gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Kwang Young Kim was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Chris Martin earns the save out of the bullpen, his 24th on the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us.
Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and D-Row will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one. One of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of his caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just one game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance here today. It probably really doesn't mean that much, but it would be awesome to see him come out and put on a show for us.
The Braves are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Genesis Cabrera, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So stepping in is Tyson Randolph, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Atlanta, the right fielder, Tyson Randolph.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. So he comes up empty. Lane Thomas now. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Lined into right, a base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tyson Randolph. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Here it comes, 1-0. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Now the 3-0 offering. Anderson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while.
So to get his day started at the plate, Zach Collins tried to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Tyson Randolph. Now here's the first offering.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Tyson Randolph has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tyson Randolph singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Here we go.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And that'll score the runner from second as the lead is cut to 4-2 now. There's the second career hit for this two-way player, which means he's passed the legend himself, Dan Plesac, on the career hits leaderboard. Tough break for you, Danny.
Yeah, it was a tough break, but you know what, man? It took me 18 seasons to get that one hit. Picked up a hit.
High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be Tyson Randolph, and he represents the potential go-ahead run.
One time, right here.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Popped him up. Goldschmidt trying to get there, and this is going to be a foul ball. Beer over at second. Escobar at first, one gone. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Tyson Randolph goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th. 4-2 the final score today. The St. Louis Cardinals get their 20th home win this year. Cody Whitley gets the win in relief, his second of the year. John Gant hammers down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
46,000.
A rookie has a lot of expectations on them, and a lot of that comes from how they performed in the minors. You're Cliff Floyd. You know that. You know as well as anybody what you did in the minors. When you get to the show, it's meaningless.
Yeah, you can throw it in the trash. I'm telling you, it's just, you know what you learn at the AAA level, but when you get to the big leagues, they're going to watch tape and exploit every weakness you have. And if you don't make the adjustment, nobody's going to feel sorry for you. I'll tell you that first and foremost. I had 4 homers my first year, and I thought, No way possible. But when you watch how pitchers pitch you consistently, it lets you know you made it, but you better make some adjustments.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment.
MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, Truist Park. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Atlanta Braves.
And now, your 2000
Interleague Baseball. Next.
Atlanta Braves.
Spencer Turnbull gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250.
So next to bat will be Greg Jones. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ball game back on Sunday. Into right field, that's a base hit. Next to hit, Tyson Randolph.
Batting third, the right fielder, Tyson Randolph.
He's set and the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that one run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently, but that's nothing in today's game. The way guys are hitting home runs at an epic rate, they just need to calm down and get on the offensive side of the ball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Iglesias gets his lead at first, nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
The right fielder, number
Into the
32.
box now, Tyson Randolph. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's wide, 2-0.
Come on, big guy.
You never
One
want to
time.
fall
There we
behind
go.
as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-1 now. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up Mike Brasso.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Randolph is there, and he has it for the out. Here's Gregory Polanco. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Gregory.
Hey, push it first. Push it first.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Randolph is there, 2 down. Into the box, Tyson Randolph. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The right fielder, Tyson
Here's the first pitch to him.
Randolph.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fouled away.
There we go.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping in once again is Tyson Randolph. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A ball and a strike now.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. A Rosarena is there, and he has it for the first out. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Digging in next, Tyson Randolph. He flew out in his last AB.
Tyson Randolph.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
All right, come on now.
8 runs and even 10 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Popped up. Gonzalez is over to take a look, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He'll try it again. 3-2. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Next, here is Francisco Mejia. He bounced out last time up.
Francisco Mejia.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Randolph is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
On a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
8-2 tonight's final. Atlanta jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Spencer Turnbull with his 4th win this season. Chris Archer only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Rays, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 13 men.
Now from Truist Park, just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball next. Milt Russ, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. This guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Randolph.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tyson Randolph stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, but you know the old adage that what they say is momentum on a baseball field is the next day's starting pitcher. I know they're 0-4 to start the road trip, but everybody...
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We are still scoreless. Stepping in next, Tyson Randolph struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way. Scooped up to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. Next up is Yonny Chirinos. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. Halfway home, still no score. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Manuel Margot. Lifted in the air to right field. Randolph is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And now in the box, Tyson Randolph.
Number 32, Tyson.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Braves are set down 1. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Atlanta Braves used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Milt Russ earns his 8th victory of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Yonny Chirinos is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Chris Martin wraps it up for the save, his 26th. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
You hear the term, he's a thrower, not a pitcher. A lot of guys in the minor leagues, they're throwers. It takes a pitcher to succeed at the major league level and adjust to the league's adjustments as they get a book on you.
That's a great point. It's all about pitch sequencing and pitch selection. You cannot be too predictable on the mound when you're a major league pitcher. The major league hitters will find you out. They will know exactly what approach to take against you if you are too predictable. Being able to vary the pitches that you use even within a game. Maybe the first time around, you're going with the changeup. Second time around, you're going to the breaking ball, or vice versa. Keep them guessing. Major league hitters are too smart. They are too good. You have to continually stay one step ahead, move the pitch up from the hitting zone, below the hitting zone, in and out, arm side, glove side. That's the key to success at the next level.
Or else major league hitters will reach into your body and pull your soul out.
A manager gooses his team about a lackluster area of performance.
Getting set for baseball under the lights just outside of Atlanta at Truist Park. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Braves baseball next. Tyson Randolph, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Now to the plate, Alec Boehm. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. First pitch coming, here it is. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this 4-game weekend set. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, have got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Alec Boehm becomes the first out of the inning. Roman Quinn comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Has a look, now the pitch. Bryce Harper is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. It's the Phillies nothing, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Ball 2 now.
well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And another foul ball. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count still full, 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. This is on the ground over to first. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball 2.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Hoskins on at first, nobody out. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning. When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll come in here at 259. 13 home runs, 39 driven in. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. JT Realmuto would be next. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. No score here as we play inning number 2. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Phillies go down quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, no score. So now into the box is JT Realmuto. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. Gene Segura standing in, and he puts it on the ground to second. To Iglesias for 1, back to first, and Mercy, their 3rd double play in 3 innings. And again, there are 2 away. So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. Home half of the 3rd coming up, no score. Next up, Tyson Randolph.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, Tyson Randolph.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
0-1, here's the pitch. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Alec Bohm. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Here's the first pitch. Roman Quinn is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 1-2 now.
Hey, usually the 2nd time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's out number 2. Next to hit is Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Ball 2.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
The 3-1. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Beer moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Didi Gregorius. And he takes ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. So here now is the pitcher, Tyson Randolph, who dropped a sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, Matty, a productive AB last time, no doubt. But here with 2 outs, let's see if he can find some green grass in the outfield and drive something in a gap.
That evens it up 1-1. Langoliers is off at first with 2 away. Drilled on the ground to short. Gregorius is there. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that brings up JT Realmuto.
The catcher, JT.
Right there for strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. Albies brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 1 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. On its way is pitch number 75. Vince Velasquez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1. Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 1 and the Phillies nothing. That brings up Alec Bohm. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. So next to the plate for the Phils, Roman Quinn grounded out in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead with a screwball that's in there for strike 1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's low.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Go right now, fellas.
Grounded back up the middle. Albies picks it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. 1-0 the count. Popped him up. VR has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Braves 1 and the Phillies nothing. Now at the plate is Tyson Randolph. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Here we go, boys. Come on.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Count is 1-2 now. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. Here's Didi Gregorius. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Now a swing and a ground ball. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
A.J. Minter gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
5-2 the final score tonight. Jose Alvarez gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
57 minutes.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the first game in the month of July between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this.
2022 Atlanta Braves.
Max Fried is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
Skied into straightaway right. Randolph is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next, the infielder slash utility man, Ronald Torreyes. 0-2, here it is. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah,
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Tyson Randolph trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Hey, let it rip, let it rip.
From the belt, the pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So next to hit is Bryce Harper. His career numbers in this matchup, he's hitting .429. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. On a line, that's a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Tyson Randolph. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And that misses ball 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Fouled off. The 1-1 home.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get it.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's now 5-3.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Going back is the right fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 13 for him on the year, and it's now 6-3.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him.
Now at the plate here is Tyson Randolph. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going. Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
At the plate now is Tyson Randolph, singled in his last at-bat.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him. Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
High in the air down the right field line. Harper is there, and that's not the start to the bottom.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Philadelphia jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Adonis Medina takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Jose Alvarado closes the door for the save, his 18th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
Just outside the city of Atlanta, daytime baseball at the home of the Braves, Truist Park. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Spencer Turnbull gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Next to stand in is Tyson Randolph.
The right fielder, Tyson Randolph.
Here's the first pitch to him. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve, strike 1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Great pitch there. So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Randolph is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So a run on no hits, and they wind up leaving the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of the 2nd. Phillies lead this one 2-1. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Base hit into right center.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
And stepping in, Tyson Randolph. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Here we go.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. All set for the start of the fourth, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
Hit the other way out toward right field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Andrew McCutchen.
Matzik comes set. Here it is on 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed.
Now into the box, Tyson Randolph. He bounced out last time up.
Tyson.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball well outside.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in.
3-2 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Gene Segura.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus, stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scrap.
Next to dig in, Tyson Randolph struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 0-1 offering. Swing and a line drive. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Gene Segura standing in.
The batter number 2, second base.
Philly down to their last strike. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more. Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Atlanta Braves used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tyler Matzik earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Chris Martin earns the save out of the bullpen, his 27th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Drive home safely. Thank you.
Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside Truist Park. Today, we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on
And
the
now,
show, and it starts
your
right now.
2022 Atlanta Braves.
Milt Russ is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Like Dan up there, huh?
First pitch of the AB now. Tyson Randolph is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Dan D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
1 out, bases empty, and here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now. High in the air down the right field line. Randolph is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Up next, Tyson Randolph, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Tyson Randolph.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Come on, big guy.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its digging in now for Philadelphia. Zach Wheeler, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Zach Wheeler.
And there's a base hit on the line. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up 1st and 2nd here. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Now to bat, Wilson Ramos. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Next, it'll be Tyson Randolph. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Tyson Randolph.
Here's the first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Tries to uppercut that thing, but missed it. 2-1.
Come on, big guy, get the pitch.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. I'm out.
Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Swanson stands at second with no outs.
Hey, I need you right here, 1 time.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs.
Stepping in for the Braves, Tyson Randolph. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Hey, big mama right here. We need you. Here we go.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Zuniga has pitched just under 60 innings and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. Lifted down the line in left and foul.
Touch up. Drive him in right here. Here you go.
The 0-2 pitch. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Misses. Ball 2.
Your turn. Drive him in, kid. Let's go.
Swing and a liner. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You haven't kind of... Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
7-4 the final finish today. Philadelphia wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Zach Wheeler earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Jose Alvarado records the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
Jenny, we followed him all the way through the minors, and now it's his chance to sink or swim in the show. Now, you know better than anyone what it takes to succeed as a two-way player at the highest levels of the sport. What are we looking for from him?
He's going to have to be more committed than he's ever been. If it was hard to get to this point, it's going to be even harder to be able to execute it here on the big stage. I think he has all the tools. It's just a matter of if he can maintain the mindset and the organization believes in him and gives him the opportunity that he needs.
And to stay hot and productive at the top level of the game is something very few players can do.
It's tough to stay there. It's one thing to get there, but another thing to be able to have success. It's a daily grind, and there's a lot of pressure there. There's a lot of pressure. All eyes are on you. There's a lot of money at stake, and you know that the leash is very short, especially for the rookies, the newcomers up there, and especially on top of that, if you're a two-way player.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is available. And let me know in the comments what you think, or roast me for my terrible gameplay. Videos like this are recorded live on Twitch. Follow my socials and my Twitch to know when I'm live recording new content for YouTube. Again, thanks for watching the Prophet Loki 309 YouTube. I'll see you in the realm of mischief.